time and went, oh, wow, I'm 2 minutes late. So I do apologize. So hello and welcome everybody that is joining. My name is DonnaG and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Scenic Rim in Queensland. And I will be crafting with you today. And for some reason, my video is around the wrong way. No? Anyway, if I hold this up, is that back to front? No, it looks the same. All right. I don't know. I'm just a little bit confused this morning where my video is pointing. But anyway, welcome everyone. My name is DonnaG and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Scenic Rim in Queensland. And I go live every morning at 8 a.m. I know it's 8:30 this morning, but I had a few things to do this morning before I jumped on. So I decided to go live a half an hour later. So it gave everyone a bit of a sleep in. So welcome. And it's Good Friday here today in Australia. So happy Good Friday, everybody. And it's lovely to see that there's quite a few of you jumping on already. So we've had a bit of a whirlwind time at the moment with Stampin' Up. There's lots and lots of things happening at the moment. There is so many things coming up with Stampin' Up that you will be amazed at all of the things that are happening. I can see quite a lot of you jumping on. So welcome. We've got Judy, welcome. Good morning. Faith, hello, welcome. Sheila, good morning. Sue, welcome. Daryl from Casino, welcome. Janice, Shannon, Paulette, Darby, welcome from Canada. Julie from Victoria. Sue, welcome. Lynn, good morning. Welcome. Judy, it's trying to snow and the wind is cold. I've had enough winter. Wow. Well, we are full on, still summer. It's starting to cool down a little bit. It's starting to get to be really nice weather. Good morning, Priscilla. Debbie, welcome. Thank you for sharing. Tracy, welcome. Debbie, thank you. Debbie from Michigan, welcome. Glenda, welcome from Queensland. Ellen from the USA, welcome everyone. I can see quite a few of you jumping in. I'm so excited to be here crafting with you again this morning. And we've got brand new products and you are going to love, love, love what I show you today. Now, if you've been watching my videos in the last couple of days, I've been using brand new product that's coming in our upcoming 2024-2025 annual Stampin' Up catalog. So it's exciting times when one catalog finishes and a new one starts, because it's sad times for some things, because some of our favorite things unfortunately are retiring. So it means that you will no longer be able to purchase those items. But we will have a sale that's coming up. I think it starts on the 9th of April. We're going to have a sale with some things up to 60% off. So I will, when I get a chance, probably early next week, I will go through all of the things that are retiring. We are having a few price increases on some things. So there are some things, if you wanted to buy up now, before the price increase happens. The price increase is not going to happen until the 1st of May when the catalog goes live, but there is a price increase on some of our tools, some of our adhesives, our cardstock's going up in price. So there's a few things, but I will actually indicate those things when I actually do the walkthrough of the catalogs and tell you what's going. So, so when we have these sales, it's while supplies last. So they're depleting their stock. So if there's something that's been on your wish list and it is retiring, then by all means, next month is the time to actually purchase it, because once it's gone, it's gone. We're not going to be able to get it back again, and then you'll have to be chasing it, trying to buy it secondhand from someone. So so it's an opportunity of things that were on your list that they may be heavily reduced. Some things you need to probably check out and see if it is cheaper to buy them in a bundle or if it's cheaper to buy them separately, because sometimes the dies have been reduced but it's still cheaper to buy them in the bundle. Sometimes the stamp and the dies have been reduced, so it will be cheaper to buy them separately. So just watch out for that and really do your homework when it comes to purchasing. So if there's things, when I do the walkthrough with the catalog, and if there's things that have been on your list, then by all means, definitely put a star next to them and make sure that you decide to purchase them in April. All right, so let's get to a few things that I've got happening in my business before we get started, and we'll get them out of the way first, and then we can actually get to crafting. So, of course, I've got my 2-day winter craft retreat in July 6th and 7th. Now, this is for Australian people only, Australian residents only. If you are interested in getting a retreat in a box, it costs an extra $25 to get the retreat sent out in a box, but you get everything that everyone gets in person except for the in-person experience. So you get all of the stamps, the dies that I choose, and I'm about to actually make a decision of what bundle I'm going to be using. So it costs $220 to attend the 2-day retreat. You get to make 8 projects, but for that $220, you will get the stamp and the die set that will be yours to keep after the retreat to be able to create with for many more times to come. So you'll get the stamp and the die set. You'll get a quarter pack of designer series paper. You will get cardstock to be able to make your 8 projects with some left over. You will also get a roll of ribbon and a full pack of embellishments for you to be able to use, and you will get a full printed PDF tutorial of the 8 projects. So the 8 projects, the tutorial is about 16 pages long. So it is definitely well worth. If you decided to come to the local area and attend in person, the first thing I suggest is get your accommodation first, because we have 3 motels here in Beaudesert, and they book out very quickly. I do have the motels actually got the rooms blocked out for the couple of nights that I actually have the retreat. But by all means, you can book your accommodation. They don't charge you any deposit or anything, but definitely hold your accommodation. Now, if you were thinking about coming for a holiday, you can fly into Brisbane. I'm about an hour inland from Brisbane, or I'm about an hour, and it's a little bit further to the Gold Coast airport, so the Coolangatta airport, but I'm about an hour away from the Gold Coast or from Brisbane, so neither here nor there. So the Brisbane airport is north of Brisbane, and the Gold Coast airport is south of me, but I'm actually inland, so it's actually not hard to find me, and I live in a beautiful country town, so it's absolutely a great getaway. So if you were thinking about doing it, it is definitely well worth the trip. Creative Card Club for this month is going to be the Stippled Roses. Now, Creative Card Club is a great way that if you're a hobby demonstrator, you can purchase your own stamp sets that go with it. So for next month, for this month, I'm using the Stippled Roses bundle, and you get to create. I do 4 designs. You can create 2 of each if you want. You'll have enough supplies to be able to create 2 of each of the cards, and you get a full printed tutorial. You'll get a quarter pack of designer series paper. You'll get the cardstock. You'll get a full pack of embellishments. You'll get a length of the ribbon that I use, and you will also get the printed PDF tutorial sent in your kit. Now, there is always an option that you can purchase the bundle from me. If you're a Stampin' Up customer, there's an option of purchasing the bundle, and I always advise at the time of sending out these kits, I advise what the next kit is going to be and what the next stamp and die set is going to be. So for this one, you will need the Stippled Roses stamp and die set to be able to complete the cards, but it's a great way of getting a bit of creativity delivered to your doorstep. So how it works is all the payments that I get, anyone that subscribes, this is a rolling subscription, so once you actually sign up, this subscription will automatically happen. So the day that you sign up, the date that you sign up, it will automatically take a payment out each month on that date. Okay. So if you sign up on the 8th of April, it will come out on the 8th of May, on the 8th of June, on the 8th of July. So it's a rolling subscription. You can cancel at any time. But all payments up to the 10th of April will be getting the Stippled Roses class. Now, I order the products on the 10th of April. I wait for them to come in. I pack the kits and I send them out by the 25th of the month. So by the 25th of April, your card kit will be in the post. So for the people that did March, the card kits went out last week and they're all getting their card kits now. Okay. So it's a great way of helping you with your creativity. Card Buffet will be held on the 13th of April. I'm still taking reservations for this. I've only got a couple of spots left because we're pretty full up. So if you're thinking about attending the card buffet on Saturday, the 13th of April. It costs $50. It starts at 9 a.m. and goes to 1 p.m. You get a free embellishment as a gift from me that you will be using on your cards. And we will be creating 8 beautiful cards out of the brand new annual catalogue. So this is an exciting time to be coming, because you're going to be able to get a good sneak peek and play with the brand new catalogue items. So if you live locally to me, or you live north of Brisbane, it is well worth the drive, an hour and a half drive, to actually come and spend a few hours with some crafty people and hang out. I do all the die cutting for you, so all you have to do is stamp and assemble. So it's really, really a great way of getting to see those awesome brand new products in person. So also too, I just wanted to remind people that we always have the joining special. So if you live in Australia and you were thinking about joining Stampin' Up, now we know that there has been a crafting company that is going to be closing its doors at the end of June. Now Stampin' Up have actually offered for close to my heart people to actually have a good joining special in April. So if you are a close to my heart maker and you were thinking about joining Stampin' Up, I would love to invite you into my Wild Heart Crafters team. I am number 2 demonstrator in Australia, and I do business training. We do weekly challenges. We have an awesome team page. We do a monthly team meeting. So I am a very active upline if you were thinking about joining the Stampin' Up community. And it's really wonderful that Stampin' Up have actually offered this awesome deal. So there is a special deal. So you need to actually contact Stampin' Up, talk to Stampin' Up about it. They will give you a code that you will be able to get a special starter kit just for close to my heart makers. Okay. But for anyone else, if you were thinking about purchasing products, if you were wanting to do, we get to pre-order out of this brand new catalog. We get to pre-order on the 2nd of April. So if you are thinking about wanting to get your hands on these awesome products, you can actually put any of the brand new items that I am using in my latest videos that I've got from my product purchase premiere from Onstage. You are actually able to put them into a starter kit. So you don't have to wait until the beginning of May to be able to order these products, because let's face it, I mean, it's a month and a bit away. Now, if you're super excited about the products that I've been using, you can purchase them in a starter kit. It will only cost you $169, but you get to choose $235 worth of product, and then you enjoy a 20% discount guaranteed for at least the next 6 months. Okay, so it's a great time to be able to join in April, because you will get definitely 6 months of a 20% discount straight off the bat. The other thing is I do macrame as a bit of a side gig. So I do have a macrame class. So for any local ladies that are interested, the next macrame class that we are going to hold at the Club Bow Desert is going to be a wooden shelf hanger, wall hanger. So they're super, super cute. They have a timber shelf that fits in the bottom, and it's a great macrame class. So we're taking bookings for that now. The cost is $85, and that includes all the materials to make your project. It also includes a cheese platter that will be shared on the day, and a complimentary drink from the club. So a glass of wine, beer, or soft drink as well. So bookings and payment is due at the time of your booking to actually allow me to buy the product to be able to make your kits for you. So, of course, we have the brand new annual catalog, and I'm not allowed to show you anything other than the front cover. And it's so hard for me to not be able to open up this catalog and just flick through it and show you. But it is Stampin' Up rules, so we're not allowed to actually show the inside of the catalog. But this baby is going to go live on the 1st of May. Okay. Sadly, we demonstrators do not have a catalog in hand as yet. And I know, Margaret, they should be coming out. So we've just got to be patient, and pre-order doesn't start until the 2nd. So hopefully you will actually have your catalogs by the time pre-order starts. Sorry, I'm just sending a message to my daughter. She always, I'm just going to tell her I'm on a video. So she can stop messaging me. So yeah, the catalogs should be coming out from Stampin' Up No one has. I don't have mine. I mean, yes, I have mine from on stage. That's because I attended on stage, but no one that I know of has received theirs in the post yet. So it will be coming. Now, a couple of things with the new catalog is things that I'm actually offering. So I am actually doing an in color club because we've got gorgeous 5 new in colors that are coming. So I am doing an in color club, and how the in color club works is that you actually spread the cost of getting everything in all the in colors, like all of the products that are available in the in colors, getting everything over a 5-month period. So what actually happens is you register. It's a subscription, so it's a rolling subscription. So the links are in the show more box down below on YouTube, and they're also in the description of this video. It will be a PayPal subscription for this one because it is a 5-month subscription program. So for $81 plus $15 postage, you will collect all of the products in one color each month. And by the end of the 5 months, you'll have all of the products in all of the 5 in colors. Now, this is a super, super fun club to be a part of because if you're on a budget, it's really good because you're able to spread the cost over a period of 5 months. So it's really, really an awesome thing. So you get a different color every month, which is great. I'm also popping in 2 free card templates, so card sketches each month for you to actually create with your product that you receive in your kit. So they will actually be printed out and in your kit for you. So it's just an extra bit of creativity that I'm going to add on top, free of charge, for you to actually be able to enjoy this awesome in color club. So I am taking registrations for that now. So each month, I'll tell you what you will get in your package each month. So each month you will get the ink pad, so in one color, and each month we will send you a different color. So you'll get 1 ink pad, you'll get 1 re-inker, you'll get a set of blends, you'll get a Stampin' Right marker, you will get a roll of ribbon, you will get 4 sheets of the A4 cardstock. You will get 8 sheets of the In Color Designer Series 6x6 paper. You will also get the color in the embellishments. They will just be the strip of the color that you're getting that month. So it'll be a share of the embellishments each month. And there is the resin dots, and there's also the shimmer gems as well. So it is a really, really great way of collecting all of the new in colors. So I would really invite you to sign up and join. Now, I cannot order any of these until the 1st of May. So if you sign up now, that's totally okay. A payment will come out this month. A payment will come out at the end of next month. And at the beginning of May, I will order you 2 of everything and send you double when it comes in May, when I can actually order them. So if 2 payments go out before the beginning of May, I will send you double of them. Okay. Yes, there is a digital catalog on the Stampin' Up website. So Margaret, please, you can go and look at the digital catalog. I know that it's not the same as having the catalog in your hand, but the digital catalog is on there. So if you wanted to do pre-order, and you won't get the pre-order list until the day that the pre-order starts anyway. Also, too, I'm doing a paper share. Now, I was going to tell you the price of the paper share. Hang on, and I just grabbed my diary. Well, that would be handy if I knew where my diary is, because it is not where I thought it. There it is here. Okay. So for the paper share, you will get some 6x6 pieces. Now, I haven't added up exactly how many pieces of 6x6 designer series paper you're going to get. But what it actually is a quarter share of all of the papers that are available in the new up-and-coming catalog. Now, when it comes to all of the designer series paper, there's 12x12 papers, there's 6x6 papers. Everything will be cut in 6x6 size, and they will be actually packed into a nice cello bag with the item code of the name of the paper on it so that you know what it is. And it will also have the item code on it so that if you decide that you love that paper pack that you've got the little sampling, the quarter pack of, then you've already got the item code on the cello bag for you to actually place an order to get a full pack. Now, there's 25 varieties of designer series paper in our catalog. 25 varieties. I was absolutely gobsmacked. So the paper share will cost $133 plus postage. Now, the postage is going to be $20 postage. Now you're going to say that's a fair bit for postage, but it will come posted in a box so that it protects all of your paper, so that nothing gets buckled, nothing gets warped. So it will come packed in a cardboard box to protect your paper as much as I possibly can. So that's why I'm charging the $20 postage. And that is the reason, because it actually is going to get packed, and Australia Post charged me that amount of money to actually post it out. They actually charge more than 20. I'm dissolving some of the cost myself. So it'll be 133 plus postage for the paper share. Now, that's the basic paper share. It's 25 varieties, 6 by 6. Now, all of them, you'll get a quarter pack of the whole pack of the paper. And then there's actually a specialty paper add-on that you can do that's an extra $15.50. I'm not going to charge you extra postage for that. Oh, no, there is a $5 extra charge, a $6 extra charge for postage on that one. But it is another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different specialty papers as well. So you add the $15.50 on to actually get the specialty papers. The specialty papers will include the in-color glimmer paper. They will include gold foil, silver foil, texture metallic, and the wood textured foil. In the basic, there is a couple of specialty papers that are in there: oxidized copper paper and naturally gilded paper as well. That is in the basic share. So if you're interested, and I know that it's a lot of money to go out and purchase all of the papers, so I will do all the hard work for you and divide them all up and get a quarter paper share. That is available at the moment, and there is a link down in the show more box too to be able to register for that. Once again, none of these can be ordered until the 1st of May. So nothing will be going out until the end of May, because by the time I actually receive it, pack it, and then get it back into the post, it will be happening by the end of May. All right. Now, let's get to crafting, because I know that's what you want to do. Now, I'm going to bring in a sheet of our grid paper for this, because we are actually going to use the Layers of Beauty. Now, you may remember that what we've got at the moment, the Enduring Beauty, is a stamp set that has some of these awesome masks to go with it to actually color your flower. So I'm going to show you how this absolutely stunning bundle works today, and I can tell you, you are definitely going to want to put this on your wish list. So if your wish list is growing, I can tell you the best way to buy the things on your wish list is to actually purchase the starter kit. All right, so I'm just going to cut a piece of basic white. So I'm going to grab some basic white in here behind me. That one there. Now I'm going to do a large sheet of basic white here to start off with, for the simple fact that I can cut it down at any time, or I can use the dies to actually cut it down, but it's always nice to have a largest sheet of paper when you're actually doing this, these type of stamp sets. This was your first, that's your first buy. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use a bit of washi tape, and I'm going to stick this to my paper, to my grid paper. Now, the reason why I want to stick it to my grid paper is I actually just want to hold it in place so that when I stamp, my paper is not going to move. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this big stamp. Now, you may see this stamp on here, and you may look at it and you might think that it's small. Look how big this stamp is. Okay. So it's a lot bigger, than what the image is on the front. Okay, so the image is smaller than what the actual stamp set itself is. So just remember that, but it is designed to be able to fit onto a front layer of a card. So I'm just going to hold, this is my normal front layer of a card. So you can see there, it is designed that you can actually place it. If I twist it a little bit, can you see that? It actually does fit on the front layer of a card. Hey, Nicole, it was lovely meeting you at On Stage. I was so excited to actually put a face to the name, and you are such a talented crafter. Nicole met me in Melbourne at On Stage, and oh my God, the things that she made with designer series paper. She made beautiful earrings. She made a headband. Absolutely such a talented crafter. So Sue, obviously you met Nicole at On Stage as well. All right, so I'm going to stamp it this way here. Okay, so you do actually have to use the big block to do it. Now I'm stamping in basic gray. You all know I don't like to stamp in Memento black. I'm stamping in basic gray because I like doing lined images in basic gray. Now, this is actually an open lined image. Now, this is something that I need to, yeah, Julie got some earrings as well. This is something that I need to make you aware of. It's an open lined image, okay? So it means that these lines don't actually connect. It's meant to be like that. So don't think that your stamp is not stamping right. It is meant to be an open lined image like that. Now, the next thing what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to turn this up that way because this is the easiest way to do this. And then the first thing I've got to do is, now with these masks, I've already done one. So I'm going to show you the color of the one that I've done after I finish this one. So with these masks, they have like a little notch. They also have a number. It's very hard to see here on the video, but they also have a number. So they're numbered 1 right through. So they give you, honestly, they give you the combination of how you need to use them. So it is very, very simple to use these masks. So don't be daunted when you see that they've got masks and you think, how am I going to do that? The very first mask that you line up is the most important one that you line up. Now, we've got 3 large flowers here, but we've also got these 3 small flowers. So you've actually got to make sure that you've got your 3 small flowers lined up and you've got your large flowers all lined up properly as well. So once you've actually done that, the key to this is making sure that you have a pencil or a pen. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to mark this little V that's down here. So you're going to mark that little V like that. And I like to mark my corners. So there and there and there. Whoops, I'm on the mask. And there. And this corner here. Okay, now that's the most important thing that you need to do is make sure you've got it lined up on your image like that. Mark your corners of your masks, and each mask that we put on, we're just going to layer it on top, and it's physically going to do the job for you. All right, so you love the nifty tip when they showed this at On Stage. Yeah, that's how I did the Enduring Beauty one as well. So this one I'm actually going to do Berry Burst. I want to do a much more vibrant color to the one that I've done as my sample. I'm going to show you my sample when I'm finished, but I'm going to do this one. And actually, I'm going to do this. I need to do this twice. So what I'm actually going to do is, after I've done this one, I'm going to take this stencil off. I'm going to stamp another flower here because I've just remembered there was something really special about this. So I'm going to take it off and I'm going to do something else. Okay, so I'm going to grab a blending brush and I'm going to grab my Berry Burst and I'm going to take a bit of the excess off here. Now, holding that in place, I'm just going to lightly blend over these flowers. So lightly blending just like that. Okay, so that's all we have to do in that first session. So let's take that away. Look at how it's colored there. Now I'm going to ink up another one of these, and I'm going to stamp another one over here, and we're going to do the same thing at lining up the mask, because I want to actually color too. Okay. Oh, now I'm going to make sure I've got the same. Yes, I do. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp this one here like this. The worst part about this stamp is just how big it is. If you've got the Stamparatus, you'll probably love to use the Stamparatus with this. Or if you use another brand like the Misty, you're probably going to want to use something like that. Okay, so we've inked that up twice. Now I'm going to pop that mask over here. I'm going to line up again like I did the first time, lining up my little flowers, lining up my large flowers, which just there. The idea is really just to get those little flowers, just the insides of the little flowers lined up. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do the V. Oops, I just moved it. I'm going to do the V here for this one. And my corners. You only probably need to do one corner, but I'm going to do the 3 corners. Oh, and I just moved it. Let's line that back up again. As I said, this is the most technical part of it. Okay, so I'm now going to, with my Berry Burst again, I'm going to go in and color them lightly. Just like that. So that's number 1 mask. Now, the easy part with this is that we just go through, keep them all numbered in line. So I'm now going to pick up number 2. I'm not going to change the color that I'm using. I'm going to keep the same color. We're going to line up our pen marks. We're going to ink up again, and we're going to go over that again. Now, what this does, this is going to make us look like we are such professional colorists. You will be amazed. Are you ready to see this? Okay. Once I take this off, you're going to see, look at that. Straight away, can you see all the detail? So this is with the second mask done. This is with the first one just done. Okay, so I'm now going to pop that over on that second one, and we are going to blend again with our Berry Burst. It is so awesome that these masks do all this detail for us. Okay, so we now have one lot of detail on there. So we've put down a lighter base. We're now starting to get a little bit darker. We now go to mask number 3, and this is still the flowers, and we're still using the same color. Now, you would swear when you see this finished, you would swear that I have been using all different colors, and I haven't. I've still been using that same Berry Burst. We're going to go over those again. Same color. And look at the detail in that flower. I know, Margaret, these masks are fantastic. I can tell you, they make us look like we are such professional colorists. And it's just the mask doing the job for us. Super, super easy, super, super fun. You could create quite a few cards like this. I might end up using this for my incentive trip swaps. Okay, so that one was mask number 3. So we've got some gorgeous coloring happening here. Now, I'm going to change colors now, and I'm going to go with my Lost Lagoon. Okay, so I'm going to grab my green. So this one is mask number 4. So we're going to pop mask number 4 over. Like so. And just move it a little bit just to get it to line up where you want it to. And we're going to go in with Lost Lagoon. And I went a bit heavy-handed with that one, but it's okay. Okay. I went a little bit too heavy-handed with that one, but bam. We have some green coloring there. with our Lost Lagoon. So let's line this one up. There. Let's do this one a little bit lighter. I got a little bit too carried away with the blending. Okay, this one's going to be a little bit lighter. There we go. Okay. And then the final one. I know, Jenna, it is, isn't it? Final one we're going to line up here. Using our Lost Lagoon again. And we're going to go in nice and heavy this time. So don't be scared. Like, honestly, it is so nice, the effect you get with this. But we've gone in nice and dark, and there you go. Look at that. How stunning is that? Honestly, I think these are definitely fast becoming a favorite of mine. So we're going to go back through again with our Lost Lagoon and do that darker accent on it. And don't be scared, as I said, to really get in there and add that darker color. Oh, and I just blended over there. I wasn't watching what I was doing. I put a bit of blending in there, but that's okay. So there you go. There is a gorgeous colored flower. And how professional does that look? Now you're going to see where I blended. Now I'm just going to take my washi tape off. But look at the detail in that. Isn't it gorgeous? You can see here where I blended. I got a little bit carried away. But you've never used one at all, Daryl? I can tell you, you're going to love them. Absolutely going to love them. Okay, so now that I've got that done, I'm going to use my chamois and clean off my glass mat. Exactly, Nicole. Nicole's saying that the layering masks make it so easy to make beautiful cards. And it does. It actually physically makes us look like we are such professionals, and the masks do all the work for us. All right. Now, in this gorgeous set, we have, if I can find my stamp set, where did I put that? I've obviously put it over to here somewhere. Oh, I sat the mask on top of it. I was like, how did that disappear? I'm sure you can all relate. Like, why did things just disappear? Now, what I'm actually going to do, I did show this in my unboxing. This actually has some gorgeous, it has the large flower that we can cut out. Hang on, I'll line up which way it's got to go. That way. Okay, so it cuts out the large flower just like that. So I might actually cut out this large flower like that. But it also cuts out this flower just here. Can you see that? So it's going to allow us to do a popped up version of one of the flowers to give us a more 3D look when we're actually creating this card. Yeah, Nicole's over in Western Australia, so it's way early for her over there. How many hours is there difference between us? Is it 3 hours, Nicole? I think it's something like 3 hours. So for her, it's only 6 a.m. in the morning. Is it 6:10 a.m. in the morning for you there? Doing well for her. Like paper towel. Yes, Julie. Yeah, I agree. I think it's great. I think it's a really awesome thing to be able to do this. All right, so let's get the die cutting machine in and we'll cut those out. So we'll bring in the cut and emboss. Now I've got number 1 plate, number 2 plate, number 3 plate, and then I'm going to put my cardstock down with my die. So we can actually run these two through together at the same time, which will be great. Now, I just want to show you a couple of things that we can do with this. Oh, I was going to show you the other color that I did too. I did some new in colors with this as well. Okay, so we've got the dies lined up and we'll run those through. if I don't move the dies too much. Let's run that through. 710. Yeah, exactly, Nicole. I mean, like, honestly, I would have loved to sleep in this morning. I thought to myself after I got out, I was a little bit later getting out, but then I had a lot of things to do. You know, the old trials and tribulations of house chores. I had to get the garbage out because it's garbage day today, so I had to run around and empty all the bins, and of course I have gates that are locked on the side of my house, so it's not as simple as just wheeling the bin out. It's actually, you have to physically unlock gates, get the bins out from out the back. So so yeah, there was a fair bit to be done. Now I could do this one of two ways. I could actually cut that out, or I could do that as a layer. So watch this. I could do this as a layer on the front of my card. Let me see what we have. We'll try and cut that down as close as we possibly can because it's still a little bit big for what I do. So I could actually have this as a layer on my card. 3 3/4. Let's go there. And we need 5 1/2. So we'll do that. I can hear my neighbours mowing their lawn. They're obviously making the best of the holiday and getting their chores done. And instead I'm crafting. Why not? So I could do that. Actually, no, I need to go a little bit smaller than that because I need to put a layer in behind. So I'm going to make 2 different cards out of this because we can do a couple of different ideas here. So let's go. I'm going to do 1/16 of an inch there. And I might do another 1/16 of an inch there so that I can get there. And I'll just go here. Okay, because I wanted to actually cut that down. I'm just going to show you a couple of ways that we can create a card with this. All right, so we've got that. So we can actually just pop that up where we've die cut it out, or we can pop it up over the top of this one. So what we'll do is I'll temporarily put it together and you tell me which way you think I should go. So let's do berry burst as a layer in behind because we do have berry burst. Actually, you know what? I can do a berry burst card base. Let's do a berry burst card base. And let's do maybe a basic white one. So I'm just cutting my card bases at 5 3/4 by 8. Okay, now do I have a piece of Lost Lagoon? Let me see. That, don't have any there, don't think. No, let's try Lost Lagoon is probably out here. Oh, I forgot to put little me down in the corner this morning. Can't believe I forgot to do that. That. Look at that. There we have a little me. Here I am down in the corner. All right, so oh, okay, Nicole and Julie are having a bit of a chat here. Good morning, Dimity. Welcome. All right, so I'm going to do 5 1/2 by 3 3/4. that. Okay, so I have that and that can go on here. And then, of course, we can pop our flower up. I'm going to pop the flower up, so I'm going to put it on dimensional so we can sit it there and see what it looks like. So we'll sit it up there. So we have a 3D look on the flower there, like that. Okay. Or my thought process was that I might emboss this with a new embossing folder. Now, I have a couple of embossing folders, so let's vote which one we want to use, because these are all brand new ones. So we have, can you see the size of these embossing folders? Look how big they are. So we have the dotted circles. We have the So Swirly embossing folder, and we have the Eyelet 3D embossing folder. Now, which one out of this? So let's go 1, 2, 3. So type into the comments 2, 1, 2, or 3. Which one do you want me to use? Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 3, 2. Oh God, now I'm like 2. I think 2's it. I think 2's it. I think 2's the most. You're all going too quick. I can't keep count. Okay, let me see. We've got 1, 2, and 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think number 2's it. I think from the it's so hard, but I think number 2's it. All right. So they are just a regular embossing folder. They're not a 3D by the look. So Julie, you always say all of them. How did I know that you would say that? All right. So look at this embossing folder. So we are going to emboss the background. Okay. Now you can see here that we have a line on the bottom there that we can, I want to get it over here so that I can, I want to get it over here. So I've got less, it's more intense over this side compared to that side. See, if I do it here, it looks more intense and then nothing on that side. So I want it to look a little bit more even. I'm going to go over this way here and pop it in there. I know, I do know you too well, don't I? All right, so with a regular embossing folder, we only use the base plate and our 2 cutting pads. Okay, so I'm going to bring that in. So we're going to use our number 1 plate. Now, the reason why I'm saying this, we have this one here's a 3D one, and this one is a thin one. Can you see the difference between how thick they are? This one's quite thin and this one's quite thick. Okay, so you can see the difference between the two. One is quite thin and one is like double the thickness. It says on them 3D if they're going to be a 3D one. On the other one, it doesn't say anything. It just says embossing folder. Okay, so there's no 3D there. So that's how you can actually determine. So it's always good to keep your embossing folders in their little paper sleeve to actually know whether they're 3D or not, but you can feel the thickness. So straight away, like when you use embossing folders a lot, you can feel it straight away. You know exactly whether it's going to be a 3D one or not. So on our plates here, on our number 1 plate, it says here for embossing folders, hinge first. I always tell you to put your hinge first, and you only roll through one direction. Now, 3D embossing folder, it tells you the combination here. So that's where you can see the embossing here. It actually tells you what combination. So we're using number 1, which is this plate here. we're using a number 3 plate, which is this one. And we're using our embossing folder with our cardstock in it with the hinge going through the machine first. So that hinge means that side there. We're going to pop that down on there. And we're going to put another number 3 plate over the top. Now, it's very important to make sure you put that number 3 plate on top of your embossing folder so it doesn't warp your embossing folder. She needs to get Stampin'. Who needs to get Stampin'? What are we talking about? Okay. Now, one thing with these, because they are so big, make sure you've got them going straight through your machine. If you've got them crooked, you're going to chew out the side of your embossing folder. So really make sure you've got them going straight. Look at that. It looks like swirly ice cream, doesn't it? All right. Let's put those aside. Now, I could actually cut out, there is some more dies in here. What do we got as far as dies? I could actually cut out some more things to make it look a little bit prettier. There's some leaves in here. So let's cut out some, we'll just cut out some leaves so that we can pop them in as a bit of an embellishment. There's 3 different types of leaves. So let's cut some leaves out. Okay. Just going to grab a piece of my Lost Lagoon. And sadly, Lost Lagoon cardstock is not orderable at the moment. So I've got a crying face happening. All right, so let's get the right combination here. We need a number 2 plate. We need our number 1, number 2, number 3, our cardstock with our dies on. I know you all thought, she's going to cut that wrong. She's still got the embossing layers, but I knew what I was doing. All right, we got that, and we'll run that through. And I also want to run them through on white. Okay, so we've got that. And then let's grab some white. I'm going to use the outside part of the white that I've got left here. I might be able to, just out of my scraps, get these. Let me just grab my take your pick and get them out. Good morning, Cheryl. It was lovely to catch up with you at Onstage. Did you get to the train safely, Cheryl? Cheryl was staying at the same place as I was, and she had to walk to the train station because, believe it or not, a taxi wouldn't come and pick them up from the hotel to take them to the train station. Isn't that slack on the taxi's part of it? That and this one, and then I'm just going to cut them out in white. Oh, Sophia, I'm so glad you've caught me live. She said, yay, she's finally caught me live from Canada. So welcome. Yeah, I'm thinking there's probably a lot of people going to have a holiday today, being Good Friday. But you know me, it's Friday. I go live on a Friday, so I'm here. Plus, I live on my own, and I haven't got family yet. My daughter's coming up tomorrow. So we'll see her tomorrow. All right. So, of course, I'm trying to get my work done so I can spend time with my family on the weekend. So we've got white. I had a team meeting last night, and we all know the crafty cat, Theo, who's missing in action this morning. But Theo had positioned himself in my chair and was sitting there like he was ready to run the meeting. So I actually started the Zoom call and I walked away from the chair, and all that people that were joining the Zoom call could see was Theo lined up in the chair. And I listened to people going, "Hello, Theo." And I said, "He's running the team meeting tonight." He didn't do much of a job. He was a bit lazy. So he didn't do a very good job. Okay, so we have that. And I think I will pop that on maybe a basic white card base. Sorry, bear with me while I cut my white card base. I'm watching these dies in the corner here so I don't lose them. Okay, so we've got a basic white card base. So using the basic white thick as the card base. And we can do that and that. So what are your thought process? Do you think I should pop it up? I mean, if I don't pop it up on this one, then I can't make this card because I'll have a gap. So I have to make that card that way. I need a little bow a bowl as they are baby dies. Yeah, I know. I've got the dies sitting here in my packet. So I'm just going to put them straight back in my stamp case and close the lid on my stamp case, and then I won't lose them. So that's actually, oops, until they fall out of the stamp case. There. Okay. So they're in and they're safe. Oh, then the other two big dies are out. Let me pop them in too. So that's why I keep my dies in the case. Is to make sure that I don't lose them. All right. So I'm going to use just a little bit of linen thread on these because I think they don't need too much, but they do need, you know me, they do need a bow. So let's glue this layer on here first. And of course I've got the wrong glue. Let me get the glue that wants to work. You love the white? Yeah, it is. It's so nice, isn't it, on the white? Okay, so I think I'm going to have the flower like that. Okay, so we have it like that. Then, of course, we're going to pop up our flower. So I'm going to, I think I'm going to wrap some twine, some linen thread around before I actually pop that flower up. You guessed it. Here comes the bow. Where Donna is it 10:28? No, it's 9:30 for me here because I'm in Queensland. So for other states in Australia, we don't have daylight savings. So I'm actually in Queensland and I don't have daylight savings. So for other people, it is 10 something, but for me, it's 9:30. And this is Saturday morning for me here too, Sophia. So it's, Friday morning. Not Saturday morning, it's Friday morning. So it's 9:30 a.m. Friday, the 29th of March. Okay, so I'm going to pop that up on dimensionals. Yeah, so 10:30 for other places. Western Australia is different. South Australia is different. Queensland's different. So the only ones that are the same are New South Wales, Victoria, and Tasmania. The rest of us are all on different time zones. Wow, I'm struggling without a pointer fingernail. That's why I've got a Band-Aid on, because my fingernail came off. And I'm not ready to do a new set of fingernails yet. I need a bit of time to be able to do them. So I'm gonna, over the weekend sometime, I'm gonna get my fingernails done. But so I just thought I'll put Band-Aids on so it doesn't look obvious that I'm missing a couple of black fingernails. Okay. And I do my fingernails myself now, so it means trying to find the time to do the job. Okay, I'm going to stand up for this one because I'm going to put my pointers underneath, get that lined up nice and straight, and we're going to pop it on like that. Yeah, Northern Territory is different too. Yep. Oh, are you in the Northern Territory, Lynn? Whereabouts in the Northern Territory are you from? And Sophia, you're from Canada, you said, aren't you? So you have daylight savings in Canada? Okay, so we're going to pop that one up on there. So we've got a 3D look happening. All right, now I think for this one, I'm going to pop the little green leaves in underneath because this is just going to take it to a whole new level. Okay, we've got that there. Okay, so see the die cut leaves? It just takes, yeah. Well, here in Queensland, they're thinking about making us have daylight savings, and I don't want it. Coming from New South Wales and living with it for many years, I've so enjoyed being in Queensland and not having to deal with daylight savings. Most people are saying in New South Wales that they can't wait for it to change. It changes back, I think, this weekend. I think on Sunday it changes back to regular time again. So they'll be back on the same wavelength as me after Sunday. But I know that there's a lot of people saying, I wish they would just leave the time the same instead of playing around with it. Some people like it, some people don't. I know when I was younger, I used to like it because it used to give you more time of an afternoon to do things after work when you worked every day. Is it next weekend? I thought it was this weekend. Lynn saying no to daylight savings. Oh, Dimity, you're from Northern Territory as well. Darwin. Yep. Okay, I've got friends in Darwin. Oh, the 7th. Okay, so it's next weekend. So I better make sure that I tell Jenny that because she'll probably think she's got time to yeah, because we all thought it was this weekend. So there you go. I'm going to add a little bit of twine. I think I'm going to go the other way with this one. I'm going to go up and down, I think. So that one. We will go like that. So I'm just wrapping a little bit of twine around. Okay, sticking it into that the Seal Plus on the back. Yeah, I agree, Nicole. It's really hard. Like I wish Australia was all on the same time zone everywhere. The one thing that I've found now, like living across the border, and because I've still got family that are living in Lismore, the hard part was I think, oh, I'll give them a call, and it may be 8 o'clock my time, but it's 9 p.m. their time, and that was the issue that I was having. Was I was thinking, oh wow, and thinking of like my daughter says good morning to me of a morning and it's like really early hours in the morning and it's like, oh good lord, like she'll message me and say good morning mum, and I think, oh my god, what's she doing up at that time? But it's because it's because she, and we can actually do it this way too. I'm going to do it that way. I think I'm going to do it. I liked it that way, like that. So I'm going to pop this one up on dimensionals. Yeah, so she says good morning to me, and I'm like, oh my Lord, it's so early in the morning. Like, what is she doing up at that time? But for her, it's an hour later. All right, so I'm going to pop some dimensionals on the back of this one. Yeah, I actually, do you know, Julie, I like the world clock on your phone. So you can actually just like put in where they live, and you can actually just have the world clock, and you can just jump in there at the time that it is, and it'll tell you exactly what time it is for them over there. Yeah, exactly, Nicole. I agree. I agree. I don't know why we can't just all have the same time zone. All right, so I'm just going to pop that one on there like that. And then with my little white leaves, I'm going to pop some white leaves in behind. So just with a little bit of liquid glue. That. We might in under there. Just did a big splotch of glue, but that's okay. It'll dry clear. Yeah, Christine, where are you from again? There's so many people that say, thank God daylight savings is finishing. I might pop that one up there. So the white just gives you, yeah, Sydney. The white just gives you a little bit more, like the leaves in behind, just gives you a little bit more oomph in behind there. So as you can see, like two totally different cards there, using a different option, like using the option of being able to like pop it up or use it as a full layer. So there's many different ways of being able to use this set, and I just think that the beautiful idea of being able to cut that that one layer, that one part of the flower, I just think is gorgeous, you know, like to be able to do that. So you hate it. My opinion is all states should be all the same time zone, Daryl. Yep. So see, everyone's saying the same thing. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of, sorry, I do want to put a bow on there. I haven't done the bow on the top here or on that one. So we need a bow because I am the bow lady. So I'm going to, someone's trying to call me on FaceTime at the moment, but I'm on a video. It's probably one of my kids. We will soon see who it is when I get off the live video. All right, so I'm going to do a double thread bow because I just like that better. So we're going to do, I have lost 2 nails. And it's trying to find the time, Margaret, to be able to trying to find the time to be able to do my nails because it takes a few hours. So I'm dare saying that probably tonight, because I'll be home on my own tonight. So I'm dare saying that tonight will be the night that I will actually do my my nails. Whoops. Pop that one in there. Oh, look at that. It looks so cute with a bow. Now, don't you agree that it needs to have a bow? I don't know why my picture went away down the bottom there. Lucky no daylight savings in Queensland. Yeah, Sandra, I agree. I agree. One of the bonuses of coming to Queensland to live was no daylight savings. Oh, thanks, Ina. Ina's saying that both cards are lovely. But, I mean, all I did was I blended 2 lots of flowers. So we're able to make these 2 gorgeous cards because we stamped and blended 2 flowers. So I wanted to show you how you could actually make multiple cards and how quick and easy it was to colour with those masks. Okay, so we have a bow now for this one, which I'll pop on there. I'm not going to pop a sentiment on because I'm going to, if I was to pop a sentiment on this one, I would actually probably pop the sentiment straight across that gorgeous flower, just a nice thin sentiment. Or I could actually, you know, I'll show you. I will put one on this one. I'm just going to pop a bow right there for that one. I will pop a sentiment on here because I want to show you actually how I would do it. So see how we've got You Make My Heart Smile. So I'm going to grab that one out, which is there. Now, I just want to let you know that this size block, so this one is staying. I want to tell you what's going out of our catalog. This size block and this size block are going. Okay, so if you like these size, and this teeny weeny little one, they're going. So if you think you love these and you would want more than one of them, my suggestion is jump on and buy some because they're discontinuing that little one, those 3 blocks. So I'm going to do this in Berry Burst. Now, this is precision stamping here, people. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to get over the top of it. And I'm hopefully going to get this. I'm going to do it right in the middle. Oh, I need to turn that over because it's bowing up. Okay, so let's stand over the top. Let's hold our tongue right and stamp down. Let's see how we went. Oh, you make my heart smile. Yeah, so how this bundle works is you buy the stamp set, the dies that go with it, and the masks are all in the bundle price. You can buy the masks separately, you can buy the dies separately, and you can buy the stamp set separately. But you can buy it all in a bundle because when you actually buy them in a bundle, you actually save 10%. So I held my tongue right, Lisa. Oh, sorry, it was Sophia that said that. Yes. All right. So I'm going to, good morning, Lynn. I'm going to snip that off. Now you can see this is going to look absolutely stunning. I'm going to use one of our dimensional strips. And there's a bit that's hanging off the side here that we'll use on there. So just when I get the stickiness right, yeah, like that on the back. And bam, on there. You make my heart smile. How stunning does that look? And then, of course, to finish it off, maybe just some basic rhinestones. Yeah, I think the linen thread's nice. I don't think it needed anything too much. I think the linen thread just gives a nice little bow, but but doesn't overpower. Like the flower is the star of the show. Like you physically really want the flower to really pop. So I think by not actually, so we've got some nice little rhinestones. Honestly, rhinestones are my go-to when it comes to popping some bling onto a card. Rhinestones, you can't go wrong because they physically they do the job for us. And then, of course, you all know me. I'm now known as not only the bow lady, but Winky, the Wink of Stella lady. So I'll just add, is this the one that's empty? No, this is the one that's all right. I'll just add some Wink on there. And gorgeous. Now, only for time purposes, I would actually, for the insert, I would actually stamp a flower just down on the corner of the insert and do the masks as well with the flower stamped down on the corner. So same scenario, pop your insert down on a piece of paper, stamp it there and have it held on your grid paper with a little bit of tear and tape. Sorry, not tear and tape, washi tape, and then line your masks up again and just have the flower probably stamped just down on that corner there. All right, so there you have it. Beautiful, two beautiful cards using this gorgeous new Layers of Beauty stamp set that is coming in the brand new catalog. As I said, the only way that you can get your hands on these before May is by actually purchasing these in a starter kit. So anyone can purchase in a starter kit starting 2nd of April. You can actually purchase any of these items in a starter kit. So if you're interested in joining Stampin' Up and enjoying a 20% discount and being a part of a crafty community, my idea is join Stampin' Up in April because it's going to be the time to join because we're going to have all of these brand new products. So it's the cheapest and the best deal in the book is to actually purchase your items through joining Stampin' Up. So I'd be more than happy to help you. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call me. If you're interested in the paper shares and the In Color Club, please click on those links in the description and you can join my In Color Club, my paper share. They will all be getting ordered on the 1st of May. As soon as the catalog goes live, I will be placing the order. So you've got from now until the 1st of May to sign up for the In Color Club and the paper shares. So was that the $1 Million stamp set, Lynn? Yes, it is a $1 Million Achiever. And does it say who it is? Shelley Godby. Yes, Shelley Godby, $1 Million stamp set. Yep, it is. So yeah, so if that's on your wish list and you've got many things on your wish list, join and Stampin' Up, $169. You get to choose $235 worth of product. Have a lovely Easter, everybody. Have a lovely, safe, wonderful time. Enjoy time with your family. Lisa's saying, if you're in Australia, join those Wild Heart Crafters. Donna is so fun and such a crafty dynamo. Thank you, Lisa. You're awesome. Thank you. So have a safe and wonderful Easter. Enjoy your time with your family, everyone. And I will see you all again. We won't be seeing each other on Easter Monday. We will see you on Tuesday morning at probably about 9:30. Okay? See you all soon. Bye for now.